In a league known for second chances, Panthers rookie Jordan Scarlett earned his. "If you do get a chance to talk to him, tell him I am rooting for him, man," McElwain said. "I hope he does well." The NFL is known for its willingness to give second chances. Whether some of its the Panthers rookie wasn't the best-known name selected during the 2019 NFL Draft, when Carolina made him the 154th overall pick. His tape showed he slipped into the 5th round, however, partly due to his year-long suspension as a junior at Florida in 2017 for theft by credit card fraud. Scarlett opted for. Panthers general manager Marty Hurney did his homework on Scarlett during the pre-draft process. He liked what Hurney says, he came away impressed enough so to give Scarlett a call on day 3 of the draft. The biggest thing is, he was very remorseful. He admitted, "You talk to anybody down there, they love this kid. No freedom of consequence." Scarlett added $1,940 to his girlfriend's UF bookstore account in 2017, using stolen credit card information. For the Gainesville Sun, he didn't. McElwain, "He just wanted to see if I was going to be one of those guys that quit or if I was going to continue to work," Scarlett said. "I always stayed. I stuck around because I felt like I had something to prove. I had to clean up." McElwain said he never believed Scarlett wasn't a good fit to remain with the team, or wasn't a good person. But he said his responsibility as a coach and molder of young men meant implementing one of his program's core philosophies. "We all have freedom of choice, we don't have freedom of consequence," McElwain said. "It's really what we learned." He understood what it was, took care of it immediately and worked his tail off. With that, while 3 of the 9 suspended players transferred from Florida and 1, Cleveland Browns wide receiver Antonio Callaway, declared for the NFL Draft, Scarlett began the difficult process of clearing his name. Prior to 2017, had never suffered a major injury or took another sort of leave of absence. His year away from it was definitely challenging, "one of the toughest times of my life," Scarlett said. "It was something that, I don't know you and I don't care about your past." McElwain left Florida prior to the 2018 season, meaning if Scarlett were to return to the Gators, it'd be at the decision of a coach who didn't recruit him to the program. But 2 months after the university hired Mullen, Scarlett and 3 teammates were reinstated to the team. "Coach Mullen came up to me like a man and told me we're starting off with a clean slate," Scarlett said. "Mullen said he gave me the opportunity and I took advantage of it." Mullen could not be reached for comment. Scarlett split time in the Gators' backfield with Lamical Perrin, finishing the season 2nd on the team in rushing yards and attempts. It was enough to he joins a carefully curated Carolina locker room that lost longtime veteran leaders Thomas Davis and Ryan Khalil, but retained enough veteran leadership to keep the rookie's redemption tour on the right path. Of course, it's not solely on the Panthers vets to keep Scarlett out of trouble. He's responsible for his own behavior. That's what he's proved. Every one of us has messed up at some point. The key is learning. What makes me more proud than anything is to see guys that fight through when things aren't perfect. Copyright 2019 The Charlotte Observer, Charlotte, North Carolina. Visit the Charlotte Observer, Charlotte, North Carolina at www. Distributed by Tribune Content Agency, LLC. Related slideshow 10 rookie sleepers that could surprise in 2019 provided by Larry Brown Sports.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.